Good morning. Today is Wednesday, May 27th. I had to think about that for a minute. I'm Pastor Terry with Tuscola United Methodist Church, and I'm glad that you decided to join us for our daily devotional. We're continuing on with the 10 Commandments study by Kevin DeYoung, and today we are going to look at Exodus 20:15. You shall not steal. So we're going to talk, as I said before, a big part of what we're doing is talking about this with the understanding of what it means in a little more deeper way. Now I want you to understand Jesus talks a lot about money in the Bible. He talks about wealthy people. He talks about people who try to store up too much for themselves. But understand that Jesus is not against money in its basic sense. Listen to one of the stories that he tells in Matthew 13:44 and 45. The kingdom of heaven is like treasure hidden in a field. When a man found it, he hid it again, and then in his joy went and sold all he had and bought that field. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant looking for fine pearls. Jesus doesn't say, well, that man was just stupid for selling everything to buy this treasure. Treasure is not inherently bad. The problem is how we act when we get the love of money and it becomes too strong within us. And that's what stealing is. Stealing is when we don't have enough or we don't think we have enough and we want what someone else has. And there's lots of ways that we commit theft in our lives. There really are. And it's not always just taking something from a store. There's one of the ways of theft that Jesus looks at in the Bible is not paying people their wages or not paying people their wages in a timely manner. There are issues of fraud. There's all kinds of ways that people steal. But what it comes down to at the end of it is people thinking that earthly treasure is what is really going to satisfy them. Everybody's heard the old joke, you never see a hearse pulling a U-Haul trailer behind. You can't take it with you. So I'm asking you now, do you want to be safe and secure? Do you want to have enough? Do you want to have mansions and palaces? Do you want to rule? Do you want to have treasure that never rusts, stocks that never depreciate, and retirement account that never loses value? Well, you're not going to get that on earth. The only way that you are truly going to get enough to satisfy your soul is by storing up treasure in heaven. Because here's the thing. Do you notice sometimes the people we see who are the most greedy are the people who actually seem to have the most money? The CEO corporation the corporation CEOs who make billions of dollars and still want more, or people who even make $1 million a year and think, I need more than that. When we put our love of money into money, we're never going to be satisfied. We're always going to want more. And that is a dangerous precedent to set. So Jesus tells us, store up our treasure in heaven. There's no rusts there. There's no moths. No thieves are going to break in, or no downturns in the economy. Think about what really matters. The desire for security is not a bad desire. The desire for possessions is not inherently a bad desire. The desire for joy is certainly not a bad desire. But Jesus says, don't be a fool about it. Think of the astonishing promise that Peter gives to us. God has caused us to be born again to a living hope through the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead, to an inheritance that is imperishable, undefiled, and unfading, kept in heaven for you. That comes from 1 Peter 1, verses 3 through 4. We are inheritors of the kingdom. And isn't that an amazing feeling? We can't allow the constant need for security to make us want more and more here on earth, because at the end of the day, nothing is guaranteed while we're here on earth. We have seen the stock market take a huge nosedive in the past few weeks, months even. People who thought they had jobs that were permanent have filed for unemployment. There is no security in this world. And that's a scary thing. We are all frightened by that. However, it's important for us to recognize that there is security, but it's through Jesus Christ. So I encourage you to read some of Jesus's writings on money. If you look through the New Testament, it's going to be kingdom of heaven, money. Kingdom of heaven, money. Sin, kingdom of heaven, money. That's basically all Jesus talks about. And that tells us how important that really is. Well, I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day, and join us tomorrow for our number 9 top 10 commandments. Top 10? I guess there's more than 10 in the Bible. I hope to see you tomorrow and see you soon. Bye-bye.